Beasley, buddy, I'm sorry.
Hello and welcome everybody to Hardin Local Weekly. Date's November 18th, and we're glad you joined us. Excuse me if I'm a little scatterbrained today. My kid, we got a call from my kid's school and ended up having to go pick him up. So that was just a quick, kind of put me a little behind and I'm a little scattered today. So I do apologize. But we got a great show for you today. And let's bring up everybody. This is the most people we've ever had. They're like the Brady Bunch a little bit.
Brady.
Hello. That's right. Well, wanted to take a minute to introduce everybody. If you don't know our regular cast of characters, I'm Phil Taul. We have Britten down there from the Experienced Eater, and his wife Michele, who sometimes joins. And she owns the Red Brick Cottage in Radcliffe. And we also have John O'Brien there in the middle of the screen. He does events and happenings for us. We have Made Up Bryan, who everybody knows. He does business news and he's the hype man. We also have Scott Lucas down here. He's my co-host. Does some of the back end stuff with me, and greatly appreciate you, sir. And then we also have we have our special guest as well, Micheal Morgan. How are you doing?
Great to be here. Great to see you.
Yes, me too. And Ashley Scott. Nice to see you, Ashley.
Sure.
We have, they are both locally based actors, so we'll be interviewing them. So, and they're going to share a little bit about how they got into it and give some pointers and advice if anybody else is interested. And if time permits, we may throw a little improv on them at the end of that segment. So that should be fun. All right, but before we get started, I wanted to bring up our QR code, which is right there in the top screen. You see it over there. If you haven't followed us on our other social platforms, we are social platform podcast only. Although I will be adding the podcast to the podcast networks, before the beginning of next year. But at this point, we're on all social media. So scan that QR code. Not only can you go find our other avenues where we publish, you can also find all the links that are related to today's stream. At least most of them. They're already up there now. You can also get there by going to hardinlocal.com. We really appreciate it. Also, if you haven't followed us on Facebook, which 60% of you haven't, go ahead and follow us on Facebook, please. And follow us on LinkedIn, which we're trying to spin that up. We've never really put content on there yet. We're about to start doing that. And also our YouTube channel. I don't know if you guys don't watch YouTube here in Kentucky and E-Town, but we only have 125 subscribers on YouTube, which, we have 20,000 here on Facebook. So I don't know if it's people don't, I don't know why, but we would love to have you on YouTube. They do pay better. So we would like to see you join us there.
Correct.
Yes. So if you have any questions during the stream, drop them in the comments. If you have any events that we miss or business news that we don't talk about or anything that you might think we would find interesting, or even if you don't know if we'd find it interesting, just go ahead and drop it in the comments at the end. Anything that we don't talk about in the beginning or as it happens, we'll go through those comments and you most likely get a shout out as long as it's appropriate. All right, enough about that. I want to do a quick icebreaker with everybody. So I got a couple questions here to pick from. We're only going to do one. So keep these answers brief, please, everybody. What is the most Kentucky Christmas gift you've ever received? Mike?
I'm going to have to say bourbon. I love receiving bourbon every year. So feel free. Christmas is coming up. I love bourbon. Boundary Oaks is right down the road.
Ashley?
Same answer. All the bourbon.
For me, I think the most crazy gift, or Kentucky gift I ever gave or got, it was during one of those games where you pass it around. It was a machete. So, I don't know how much Kentucky that is, but it's kind of redneck.
I mean, I have one.
But Britt?
Country ham.
That's a good one.
There are several great purveyors in the state that have won various awards. And one year Christmas, I got some country ham from my favorite place back in Western Kentucky, and it was a very heartwarming gift that didn't last very long.
What about you, John?
I got some cheese from Kenny's Farmhouse Cheese. I don't know if everybody knows that spot. It's a really cool cheese place here in Kentucky, and it's really interesting down there.
Nice. What about you, Nate?
Small bottle of bourbon once I became 21. So
Nice.
Yeah.
For me, it was, I think it was a UK shirt, UK sweatshirt, probably. So
Yeah,
go
yeah.
blue. There you go.
Go
See,
blue.
Go blue.
That's right.
So, yeah.
All right. Well, that's great. Let's move over here let's let John go ahead and get on with the events. Now, normally I have a lot of the back end work done, and today I don't. So the things, I'm going to have to edit them as we go. So just be patient with us. John, you ready?
I sure am, yeah. So we've got a lot of events, but there are some that we have linked. There's some Fort Knox events that are going to be linked, as well as Hardin County Public Library and Elizabethtown Tourism. Those are just kind of reoccurring things. We'll have links for those.
They're
if
on
you
the
scan that QR
hardinlocal.com.
code.
Yeah.
That's right. Scan that QR code. So today, it's pretty much the battle of the trivias. Trivia at Flywheel, trivia at Hub House. They both got trivia on the same night. Choose where you want to be the smartest person at. Go to that brewery, have a couple drinks. Food truck at Flywheel, Hub House got that food. I think they have a smash burger, double smash burger this week only. Check it out. It's they got a thick burger over there, which isn't for everybody. So try that smash burger. I'm a bigger fan of the smash burger myself. Also, Buffalo Trace night here at Bourbon Barrel Tavern. So it's Buffalo Trace family, a lot of good whiskey at an amazing, ridiculous price tonight and tomorrow night. So come on down, 4 to close, and you can enjoy those great deals on Buffalo Trace products. Also, again, trivia night for a cause in Vine Grove at the Historical Society. The venue is the venue on Main, 7 p.m. So again, 3 trivias, one night. Maybe you can try to hit all of them. I doubt it because they're kind of having it at the same time. But check that out. Boombox Bingo is tomorrow night at Hub House or Social on Main. I'm sorry, Social Food Hall. Karaoke is going to be at Hub House, and there's also a door hanger painting party at the Smith's Crossing in Rineyville. So if you want to paint one of those little festive door hangers, they are doing that 6 to 9 p.m. Thursday, it's Story and Craft Hour at Bird Whistle Books. So that's a really cool thing they're doing. I know they're doing a children's day on Sundays early in the morning at like 10:30, I think, or 11:30. But that is going on this Thursday. Make a little craft and listen to a story. Singo is at Hub House. Ladies' Night at Impellizzeri's. Karaoke night here at Bourbon Barrel Tavern, as always. Smoke and Oak at the Revival over there on Helm Street. And a free community dinner. We had a great one that went on Saturday, but this is another community dinner that's going to be for free. 5 to 7, Pritchard Community Center. Definitely go if you're in need or you don't want to help out, go down there and you can take advantage of that. Friday, there is going to be a large event going on downtown. Hopefully the weather is great for it. It's a dine around downtown. So each of the food places here downtown are going to have like a special, like something that you can try. I know they're doing like a mini vamp killer slider. I'm kind of interested in that because that was my first burger I really enjoyed at Street Kitchen. So I want to try that in a mini form. But all the other restaurants at Pelzeri's, Cavern Club, JR Neighbors, Hub House, everybody down here is taking part of that. So check out that and go around and try all the good food and drinks down here downtown. Also, the Don't Tell Comedy is at Social Food Hall. Nate, are you going to that? I know you like comedy.
Not on Friday. I work.
Okay. Well, you got to get them to have something on a day you don't work.
I love Saturdays, but like I was looking through that, and then like the State Theater, some of their stuff from 2026 is already out. They have like 5 straight Friday shows, which is good for them. Horrible for me.
Right. On the other side of town, got a meet and greet dinner at the Mark's Feed Store. Good barbecue spot over there. Actually, they got a really good burger too. That's my favorite thing at Mark's Feed Store is the burger, which is odd to say because it's like a barbecue spot, but really good spot to get side dishes for any of these Friendsgivings. They do like the large scale like sides. You can pick those up and take those to Friendsgiving if you don't know how to cook. Also, there's a turkey shoot at the Lindsay Wolf Golf Course. Got a little scramble going on at 10 a.m. Saturday, a lot of stuff. Flywheel, 8th anniversary. They've been around for 8 years. Go show your support. They also have a live show that night and an album release by Ripped Patino. So that's going to be something cool to go check out. HCFM and Friends Holiday Market is going to be at the Extension office. The Focus Winter Cat Shelter distribution is 11 or 10 to 11 a.m., 2 per car. So they'll help kind of give out those cat shelters for the cold weather coming up. Make sure those cats that are out there without homes kind of have some place to stay warm. The North Pole Craft Show up at North Hardin is going to be 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. Again, it's that craft season. Go find that little special gift. That'd probably be a really good thing that I got like as a Kentucky gift. Like I got a Kentucky Louisville ornament. It was like a dueling ornament one time. All right. We also have the FIST Fall Fest or Fall Feast, I should say. It's a feast of a fest. 3 to 5 at the New Hope Gym. They're going to give away 600 free meals, so make sure you go early because they are capping that. It looks like it's 600. We also have a chili cook-off and campaign kickoff at the Calvin Community Center from 4 to 7 p.m. Sunday, we've got the Bloody Mary Bar at Pellizzeri's, or Pizza Larry's as I like to call it. Beer yoga at Flywheel Brewing. Southern Sunday brunch at JR Neighbors. And this is the most interesting thing I saw. They're having the YPN Friendsgiving at Brown Funeral Home. That's just they're having that over there. You bring a dish from 4 to 7. They're having a little Friendsgiving. So if you're in the YPN or you're young and you can kind of check that out, they're doing that from 4 to 7. And I do want to bring up one thing. It is going to be a pretty cool day. And I want to bring up one thing for next week. This is a wild thing right here. Next week on Tuesday, so this week we're doing the Buffalo Trace family. Next week we're doing the Pappy at Bourbon Barrel Tavern. I just want to get out ahead of this because people are going to be banging down the doors for this deal. All right? So we're going to have each year of the Pappy for a half pour. The year is how much it costs. So if you want a half pour a 10-year Pappy, it's $10. You want a half pour a 23-year Pappy, $23. Unheard of deal. Come on down next Tuesday.
Wow.
We'll be having a good time.
Mike, you got anything to add to that? It
Mike's
sounded
going to be
that
here.
was impressive.
I know.
Pappy's is my Pappy 20 years, my absolute favorite. I've been able to get my hand on one bottle before and never again. So I might have to show up there. Yeah, I can't wait.
And you can get a full pour for 40. I mean, because you're getting 2 half pours for 20. Just get a full pour for 40, you know?
More of a double guy
Taxi
myself.
services is going to be really busy that day.
We will be busy. Yes.
No, that's quite the event. And if you feel a little overwhelmed about all the events, just go to hardinlocal.com and click on the event PDF handout, and you can download that thing that has all the information we just talked about. Yeah, I didn't get all the details on there, but they're close enough. You can get on Facebook and type the event in and figure out all the details, but at least they're there. All right. John, I guess you got to head on out.
Yeah, I got to get out of here. You guys have fun, though.
We will.
I'm looking forward to that improv. I'm going to be watching that later on.
Heck yes.
There you go.
Should be interesting.
Great seeing you.
All right.
I'm
see
gonna
y'all later.
improv. All right,
safe
see
out
you,
there.
John. You good? All right. We got everybody up in here now. I don't really want to be the big guy on the screen since we're you guys. Let's change this around a little bit. There we go. All right. Let me have a little drink here.
All right. So, Phil, thanks for all that, man. Is there anything you want to add before I get started with introductions?
Well, I wanted to explain to everybody that we are gonna try a new interview style today, just because I think it'll be interesting. We never had like two special guests that were, they didn't come together. It's, they're not on as a group, so they're completely different. So Scott and me are gonna tag team this thing, and we'll see what happens. So today we have two special guests joining us: local actor Ashley Scott and Micheal Morgan.
Pleasure. It's
I
great
want
to
to
be
kick
here.
off. Thanks for all having here. So, Ashley, give me the 60-second commercial of who you are and why you chose acting.
Well, I am Ashley. I was born and raised in Elizabethtown, though. I'm, Hardin Local. I chose acting. It's my creative outlet. Did some stuff in the past, but I like bringing things to life and entertaining people. So there we are.
Nice.
Great, Micheal, your turn. Let's see. I lost my place. Micheal, your turn. The short version of your story and how acting got on your radar.
Absolutely. I think I've always wanted to be an actor since I was a child. For me, it was everybody asking, what do you want to be when you grow up? And, you have the typical answers, cop, lawyer, doctor. And for me, I was like, I can be all of those things if I just become an actor. It's a real childlike, simplistic view, but I think I took that into adulthood, and here I am.
Well, that's great. And
Micheal, I
interesting.
think you had led into a question I was going to ask, but for both of y'all, what was the story behind why acting? Like, what got you into acting? What was that thing that says this is exactly what's going to be versus everything else that was out there?
Like a spark.
A lot. That's a great question. And a lot of what Ashley said, just with the creative outlet, I guess there was always this part of me that is an artist. I always wanted to do something like I enjoyed entertaining. I enjoyed being in front of people. But I think it was COVID-19 that it really hit me. Your little self-reflection. Everybody was isolated and in their homes. And I thought to myself, I didn't want to regret not taking the chance of doing something I've always loved. So I took a shot, quit a 20-plus year career, and became an actor. And since then, I have no regrets. I've been happier. I've worked with, so many wonderful people, including Academy Award winners. So for me, it's a dream come true every time I get to do something.
Do you have a favorite actor that you've worked with?
Oh, gosh, I hate saying that. I'm going to name two.
Okay.
First off, Colin Firth. I got to work with him before, and that was just the most incredible experience. And another Emmy Award winning actor, Justin Shankaro, who him and I just got done on a Zoom call as well. We are working on a project for the future together, so that's going to be big for us as well.
Nice.
Oh, Ashley, first real step that got you into acting, was it a class, connection, random opportunity?
All of the above, but I had a history when I was younger. I did some modeling and student films and things. I've done several projects throughout the years, just kind of here and there. But I guess 2 years ago, I missed it. I mean, my story's kind of the same. I quit working full time and I missed doing all these things. So I started looking for an acting coach and focusing on more the film industry. I wanted to do a little bit more and see what I could put out there for people.
You've been staying busy. I've kept track of you here these last
You've
few months
been
too. Like, I've
watching
seen
me.
you're staying very busy. So congrats on everything.
Book. Yes. Very
That's awesome. It's good
I
to
love
see.
it. Thank you. Thanks for your support.
Oh yeah, of course. It's wonderful to see.
Nice. It's what we're here for, supporting everyone. So, Micheal, with you, when you were trying to figure out who or what kind of helped you figure it out, was it an event or was it more like a coach or a mentor?
I had quite a few people because during COVID, I had a podcast as well, and it was called Kentucky Talk. And what I did is I had a lot of friends that were involved in the industry, a lot of friends that were in the television show like Psych and The Walking Dead. So I started bringing them on and talking to them about their experiences on set. And the more I talked to them, the more I just thought to myself, is like, that should be me too. It's like, why am I not doing this? It's like, so I started bugging them more often for a little more advice on what I needed to do. And they kind of helped me, gave me some guidance. And unfortunately, I haven't worked with most of them yet, but I will.
There you go. Nice.
All right, let's talk a little bit about your experience and projects. This question's for both of you, so you can, whichever one wants to go first can. One project, big or small, that taught you the most.
Ladies first, Ashley.
Trying to think. I've learned so much on each set.
How about we do this? What would you say was the event or something that surprised you the most or kind of caught you off guard?
That I keep getting booked. No. I'm just kidding. Thanks, everyone. But I walked onto one set. It was an indie film, and the cast and crew, and like there were so many people and so many talented people there. Mm-hmm. And it was like I walked away, and it was this surreal moment, and my brain was just bursting with all these things that I learned, and I just had to kind of stop and pause. I'm like, what do I do with all this? And kind of, so.
Yeah, right. Micheal, what comes naturally now, and what still pushes you out of your comfort zone?
I still try to force myself out of my comfort zone on a daily basis. I try to find things that I know I need to just put myself in that place and try to get through it. And I every day I come up with some little drill or acting exercise which tries to help that along a bit. As far as what comes naturally, I don't really have an answer for that. I mean, everything is pretty much routine now. I wake up every morning, I check my emails with my agents, casting directors. I have this whole routine where I have to do my auditions, check for new auditions, and then from there it's basically like a corporation. I'm the CEO of myself, so I have to market myself. So I spend a lot of time throughout the day doing things like that. And then, of course, I try to come on to shows or, anything like that I can do as well, just to still have that exposure. So.
Great.
That kind of leads into the advice. So for you, Ashley, for anybody that's starting out in the industry, what kind of advice would you give them?
Well, for one, not to give up. I see a lot of people trying to give up, and then they see me doing things, and I'm like, go here, here, here. But I think, there were some points where it was a struggle, and you keep going and you find more resources. So just
on what you said there. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you, Ashley.
No.
But I agree with you. That was one of the most important things is first, just never give up. I think that's the best advice you could ever give someone, because it is a difficult industry. A lot of people don't realize how much work goes into it, how much rejection actors deal with on a daily basis. So there's a lot to it. There's a lot you're always working on, whether it's with yourself or with your craft, or it's just a ton. But so yeah, never give up. You have to just keep on going, and it gets hard at times.
And time management, you have to be on top of things. Sometimes it's last minute, or you have to have a specific look for this, and yeah.
Oh yeah. And last minute, just speaking about getting call sheets like the night before a shoot, the production likes to wait till everything's done that day before they send out the schedule for the following day.
Or the
script can be midnight. Yeah. So it can be midnight, and you have to wake up to make sure you get all the information for the next shoot, and you find out, I got to be there at 7 a.m. and it's a 2-hour drive, or I got to get out of the hotel at this time. And
that's me tomorrow. Yeah.
That's awesome. So,
oh, sorry guys. I was just I was interrupting, but not on purpose, but kind of a little. That's some great information to have, but I wanted to lead in. Britten has a question, but first I had one last one. That's biggest mistake new actors make.
not taking acting classes or acting coaching. I think that's the first step to this career. Is you have to get not just for the tools of learning the craft, but the networking experience. So I think that's the most important first step is take an acting class.
Great. What about you guys?
I'm trying to think. I think a lot of people show up on set and don't realize that if your call time's at 3, maybe you're not going to start filming at 3. It might be a little bit later.
There's a lot of waiting on set. That's
Hurry
a
up
fact.
and wait.
I've been on sets where you sit in your trailer or your waiting room or green room or whatever for 8 hours before you ever step out there.
What was your question, Britt, that you had?
So, you guys live here in the area.
Yes.
And so my question was like the auditioning process. And I'm sure things like Zoom and technology have really changed that. And so, is being centrally located in someplace like Hardin County a plus? Is it a negative? Because in my mind, I'm thinking about somebody wants to be an actor. They have to go where they're filming and they're shooting things for auditions and things like that. So how does that process impact you guys on your auditions and when you get to that part of the process?
Britt, that's a really good question. Living here does present obstacles logistically because, the markets are Atlanta, it's Chicago, LA, London, England. I mean, places like that. But for us, it has its upside as well because I'm 5-6 hours from Chicago, 5 or 6 hours from Cleveland, 5 or 6 hours from Atlanta. So for me, I can get in the car and be pretty much any place. And I've had phone calls from my agent in Atlanta at 8 p.m. saying, we need you on set at 7 a.m. And I'm like, great, I'll be there. So that does present some challenges, but we are, like you said, Zoom. We can do a lot of self-tape auditions. A lot of people tend to do that now. I can audition from home. 90% of my auditions are done right here from this room. And then every once in a while, I'll get them where I have to go in person, but that doesn't happen as often, which is a wonderful thing for me.
Same story. I get sent to Nashville a lot. I have been here lately.
That's awesome.
But I just jump in the car and go. I think the furthest I've been is about 4.5 hours, but I've been in several cities and so most of it.
Well, and I should mention, and I should mention that there are a lot of independent films that are done right here in Hardin County. There's a big community of actors, and we've done a bunch here. Louisville has become kind of a hub for a lot of films. We've had some big budget movies done here with some bigger name actors. A lot of Hallmark and Lifetime movies are starting to film in this area. So you'll see a lot of opportunities here, especially for those just getting involved or getting into acting. There's a chance to do things such as just background work where you at least get that experience on set and, just get a feel for things, the etiquette and an idea of what it's like to be there.
It's pretty interesting to me to think about those things and to also think about all the people, in our community that might be interested in it. So we'll have to talk in the future about, maybe doing a standalone stream or something just to kind of help people that are interested figure out what to do. Maybe
that sounds fun. Yeah.
But anyway,
real quick, Phil. So just to kind of recap, Mike, you kind of mentioned you're your own corporation CEO. Ashley, you mentioned about time management. All of us are pretty much entrepreneurs in our own form or fashion. Britt, you all, and me. It's all about the process. There's this, just like you said, you can go, you'll show up. You got to show up to be there. You might take 4 or 8 hours of the next day, but you trust the process, and that's just something that a lot of people just need to do in general. Whatever career you're in. So you've heard it from actors local here, local entrepreneurs that if you want something, you got to get started with it. Show up, watch your time, make sure you do something that you want to do, and trust the process.
Exactly. And I mean, just being persistent and putting in the work, that's everything, because it's really easy to get off track and just avoid things. I mean, you all know this, of course, with the business is the same way. So it's real easy to just procrastinate. So you have to find that self-motivation and just keep going.
Exactly.
Are you guys ready to do a quick little improv?
Oh, let's try.
There you go.
All right. I'll set it up for you. The setup is, Mike, you're going to play a strict HOA president. And, and Ashley
What
is
I
the resident. You're the resident who's been cited by the, HOA for the most ridiculous violations imaginable. Something like, inflatable snowman is violating the airspace of the two neighbors zip codes. Go as crazy as you want with that. And anyway, you got 60 to 90 seconds. Do you need like 15 seconds to think through it?
That's an interesting one. HOA, huh?
I know. I'm like,
So let's see.
who came up with this?
Right.
there was a video to where some guy, the HOA president, came over because the kid was outside in their driveway, not the sidewalk, the driveway, just drawing. And the HOA president guy was like, what the age? You're trying to carry on a little bit. So,
I think and I read the Reddit. There's a subreddit called HOA stories. It's just, it makes me laugh, and it also, is annoying. I just thought it'd be interesting.
So this was your idea.
There's a TikToker that his whole shtick is that he is recreating the HOA. I mean, he comes up and he's got the glasses and the clipboard, and I mean, he's all about it. So, those are the kind of people that I generally really bother a lot because I don't follow rules well. So.
Yeah,
Miss Scott, this is Mike Morgan with the HOA. Hello, answer your door, Miss Scott.
Can I help you?
Yes, Mike Morgan. Okay, seriously, if you're just going to interrupt me, this is Mike Morgan with the HOA, and I am here to complain because you have not yet put any Christmas decorations on your yard. The HOA states that after Halloween,
It's only November.
After Halloween, it must be done, and we are not going to have this conversation again. Do not interrupt me.
What are you talking about? Excuse me.
Okay, first off, the first offense fine is 300 candy canes delivered to my house. Candy canes.
I only have gingerbread men. I'm sorry.
This is ridiculous. I've never dealt with anybody like this before.
Can you go get me some Christmas lights? Maybe that'll help.
Okay, what do I look like? A charity?
I mean, kinda.
Fair enough.
I think that's a good cut right there. That was great. That was great. That was good. You guys, thanks for doing that.
Interestingly enough, I don't usually do I'm not going to say that was funny by any means on my end, but I don't do a lot of comedy here lately. Like, it's a big joke now that I get cast as usually some sort of antagonist or cop or something along those, but usually somebody who is just mean. And so it's just a joke now. Like, is it even acting? It's like I get cast as the bad guy. It's like, that's just me, I guess. I don't know.
Everybody loves a bad guy.
I guess so.
Well, for everybody watching now, or like when you watch this recording, which is live, and you should watch it live, guys. If you're watching this recording right now, you should start watching us live Tuesdays at 1 p.m. I've put your guys' IMDb profiles. I've linked it on our link tree on hardinlocal.com. So you guys can it'll be up there for the next week or two. So if anybody's watching this, before the end of November, that link will be there. If you're watching after, it probably won't. So you just Google either one of them. They both have a profile page. You can kind of keep up with what they're working on. Well, thank you, Ashley and Michael, for joining us. We love highlighting local talent, and we're glad that we were able to get you both on at the same time. That is great. Now you guys can feel free to stick around with us, but we know you both might be busy, so feel free to drop off or hang out.
Thanks again for having us. I really appreciate it.
Yes.
Thanks for being here. We love showing all the local talent. So thank you for your time.
Thank you. And I am going to hang out for a little bit and watch.
All right. Okay. Well, we got to get Nate over here, so give me a second to pull him back up. Because we are going to do some business news now. Nate, are you ready for that?
I'm ready. You all good? All right. Well, we're going to start in Radcliffe today. Dutch Brothers. Various people have posted updates. I don't know if Phil can pull up the picture or not, but Dutch Brothers is coming to Radcliffe, 705 North Dixie. Website still shows coming soon. Some social media posts suggest they'll be open before New Year's Eve in mid-July. They had told the newspaper they'd hope to be open in the fourth quarter, which would make sense if they can get open by New Year's Eve. There are rumors, I will stress rumors, that we will be getting eventually one in E-Town, but that's not been confirmed. But the Dutch Brothers is confirmed in Radcliffe. I have not seen any hiring yet, at least online. I haven't been out there to see if there's a sign posted for hiring, but I have not seen anything about that. Staying in Radcliffe and staying on North Dixie, 1955 North Dixie will be the second Stacks Nutrition. It will join this building here. It's got Papa John's, Suntan City. I think that's check into cash, if I'm not mistaken. That middle one, couldn't really tell. 1955 North Dixie. I did not have an opening date for that one. The first Stacks, even though it's moved, the E-Town location is 315 Ring Road. So nice to see more expansion, more options. People from Radcliffe don't have to drive all the way to E-Town. So lots of good things going there. Switching over to food trucks, sad news to report. Papa George of the Chicago style hot dogs has passed away. I think some people say he kind of started the food truck scene here in Hardin County and E-Town. Started it back in 2013. Even back in 2017, he told the News Enterprise, even though lots of people have gone from food truck to brick and mortar, Yoke Fella being the latest. Juanitos has done that. These Butts as well. So lots of people had done the food truck to brick and mortar conversion. He says, I like the freedom of not being tied to a specific location. He told the paper back then. He says, and as a mobile food vendor, if it's not happening that day, I can just pack up and go home or move to another location. But he was well liked. I don't know anybody who's ever said a bad word about him at all. I know I had those hot dogs back in the past.
He was always really. He always impressed me a lot with everything he did.
I didn't know him as much as other people. I know a lot of food truck vendors. Obviously, it's a close knit community, but he kind of set the tone, and I think partly because of him is why we're being able to expand so much now. Why people enjoy food trucks here, why people like food trucks here, why businesses want them on property. So I think he's got a lot to do with that. Staying with food trucks, the Best of the Heartland Food Truck Championship has just been announced. It will be Saturday, March 28th at the Hardin County Fairgrounds. That's between Glendale and E-Town. If you're coming from E-Town, it'll be on the right. If you're coming from Glendale, it'll be on the left. It's about midway through. Some people say it's Glendale, some people say it's E-Town. I'm not doing the dividing line. It's Hardin County. Anyway, it's going to be at 10 a.m. that day. There will be vendor tables, live music, and kids zones. Applications for the vendors, food truck spots, and sponsors can be emailed to bestoftheheartland, all one word, at gmail.com, bestoftheheartland@gmail.com. There's a page set up now. There's a event set up now too, and the Tuckers of the Sunny Boys, Rolling Girls, they are really good people to talk to when it comes to that. Obviously, we will talk more when we get closer since it's in March. Jana Clark, who used to be in charge of the sports park, she has now been in charge of the E-Town Tourism Bureau for quite a while. She got a big award, state honor. She has been the Elizabethtown Tourism Executive Director. Jana Clark has been elected to the Kentucky Travel Industry Association Board of Directors as an at-large representative. I've talked to Jana many times. She helped bring things to E-Town whenever we had wakeboarding several years ago, 3-on-3 basketball tournaments. Obviously, the sports park has become one of the best places in Kentucky for youth sports, if not the best. So that's a big award for her. And finally, what was my last one? Let me go back.
Christmas in
the Park. Yes, there was a post. I have to find that one. I know it's on my page, but I got so many posts on my page. I'm going to go way down to find it. There was a holiday trail or holiday light trails. E-Town made it. Obviously, Lights Under Louisville. Been there, done that, seen that. That was on the list. Southern Nights over in Kentucky Horse Park. If you've never been, that made the list, and we made the list as well. So there's a nice trail that you can do. I'd be pretty shocked if you get them all in one night, just because it's all. But maybe in a weekend you could probably knock them out. But I think Bowling Green's got one too. So it made that list, and obviously Christmas in the Park is great. I know some businesses have already posted what they're doing. Lots of new updates I've seen. Lots of new stuff. It just continues to get better. As long as you can deal with the lines on Dixie. But it's one of my favorite things to do. I always hype it up. It's so awesome. Next year I'm going to try to get involved with Courtney's group. But
I think I read that. Was it Vibe Coffee was announced in some publication as the best coffee shop.
Oh
in
yeah,
Kentucky.
Vibe Coffee was Coffee Hub. Let's see, what was the name of that thing? But yeah, Vibe Coffee was announced best in Kentucky. I think part of that was because of Kentucky Living as well. I think that's where they based theirs off of. But between Kentucky Living and this website too, I think I sent it to either you or the group. I don't know offhand.
You did, but we don't have to find it. I can always
just
put a link on the link tree to it.
But yeah, obviously Vibe. It said Vibe Coffee Elizabethtown, the original downtown. I was actually just saw it today when I went by Lead Puddle for their update. For they got their signs up. But Vibe is quite a nice local, unique restaurant. People are great. People are friendly. It's quaint. It's quirky. And the coffee's good. I don't drink coffee, but what I've been told by coffee people is they love their coffee. I'm too young to drink coffee, so.
And they were one of the originals down in the square too that came around first. I think
Barrel Tavern and them were kind of the two that kind of started the downtown renaissance as far as business.
Yeah, he's taking a lot bigger of a risk than back then. So they did something risky, and it turned out real well for them. They do a lot of good things.
That's all I got for this week.
All right, Nate. I know you probably have to work, so you can feel free to bounce out if you need to.
Yeah, my dog is not having this storm at all. He is struggling.
What dog you got?
I have a mountain cur. It was supposed to be a hunting dog, but he, when it comes to storms, he's a big baby. He is whining. I had to hold him. That's why I left the screen for a little bit. I had to hold him, but storms and fireworks, he struggles very much. So shocked we can't hear him right now, but he is crying. So I'm gonna go deal with him. Glad to see you all. Glad to meet you all. Love that we have actors from Hardin County. Hopefully it goes well again, and Ollie will turn it over to you all.
All right, Nick. Thank you.
Yep,
We appreciate all you do. Have a good day. Let's go over here, and we're gonna do. Hey, Michele. Good to see you. You guys might be muted.
There we go. Hello.
Hey, good to see you.
No disrespect to Nate, but while he was going on, we were laughing because our two little French bulldog bulldozers were in full-on zoomy fighting wrestling mode. So they actually almost took out the table. Like Michele had to catch it where they hit the leg, and it was So just how it goes.
Well, it's good to see you both.
Come on.
And how's the experience eater been doing in the past few days? You been doing any new reviews?
We've been eating.
Yes, we've been eating. Done a couple from home over the last couple of days. I have a project that I'm deeply involved in right now. I'm flipping a house for a rental, and to get it ready to rent. Got the people out the first of the month, and then got somebody ready to come in the first of next month. And so it has been my social media presence has been dinged quite a bit just because I don't feel like talking to anybody. I don't feel like doing anything. It's just, I got to do what I got to do, and there we go with it. But that's I see the light at the end of the tunnel. I'm just hoping it's not a train.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, I get that feeling. Because I have my own job and things I do during the day. Hardin Local is like a part-time thing, but there's a lot. My phone's always dinging. And on Sundays, that's how I deal with it. I just completely unplug from the World Wide Web, usually on Sundays. So
You have to. As a tech guy, you have to unplug from tech. There's so much.
Yeah.
With AI now, take a breather. It'll be there tomorrow.
Yeah, that's a fact. And so, I get where you're coming from. So we got a couple different food reviews we're going to react to today. If I'm not mistaken, Green Bamboo is one of them, and also Lehay's, is that right? Is that how you pronounce it? Lehay's Red Castle out in Hodgenville, which is a staple out there. So let's get on with that. We'll start with Green Bamboo. Hopefully the scene is set up right. We're about to find out.
Hey guys, Experience Theater here. And we're out on Sunday afternoon. That's always exciting. So we're out and about. Guess what we're going to do?
That's weird. I hear it twice.
I promise you, I'm not recreating my, mouthing along. I'm not doing that.
It was trippy. Nate. Let's see. Let me mute Let me figure out where that's coming from.
Hey guys, Experience Theater here.
It must be a feedback issue. Give me a
Got
second.
speakers on somewhere.
And
That's what
we're out on Sunday
trying to
afternoon.
figure out. Oh, it's Ashley. Ashley, can you hit the mute button on your side? Oh, there you go. If you want to, like, Mike and Ashley, if you want to, like, react to any of this, you know, you can just unmute yourself and I'll, you know, say something and I'll pause the video. You guys are allowed to react with us.
I just want to say before the professionals critique me, I am not a professional. I am not professional, but I am experienced. So
See if I can get a better screen in here that has everybody included. Let's see. That one doesn't work. It don't like me. All right, we're gonna go with the one I had.
there we go.
I know you guys are kind of squashed in there, Britten, like, but
Okay.
it works.
I'm used
All
to
right.
it. I don't fit wherever I go.
Let's do it. I'm excited to see what you guys have to say about Green Bamboo. One of my favorite
gosh.
places.
Now,
you
what
know.
I remember as being a longtime Hardin County born and raised here,
Don't age yourself.
I remember when Green Bamboo was IHOP. Do you guys remember that as a kid when it was IHOP? It was literally not even IHOP,
No.
International House of Pancakes, what it actually was. And I remember going there as a kid and getting to go upstairs. You could eat upstairs, the little balcony up there. So that's a fond childhood memory. But does anybody know what year Green Bamboo actually opened up there?
I misspoke because I said I think they've been in business 48 years. I think it's
Yeah, that's
because I said 60 years at one point in time, and then somebody read the menu and corrected me.
okay. So my God, I mean, not many. You're talking about one of the longest standing businesses in Hardin County to be almost 50 years. That's crazy. So impressive. Always just a great go-to place. It's just classic.
Yeah, I remember going a couple of times for my birthday every year when I was a kid. You know, I got to pick one place where my dad would take me. I know once or twice it was Green Bamboo.
Yeah.
So they've been open for a while because I may not look old, but, you know, I'm in my 40s. So it's been a while. But anyway, let's get started on this.
All right.
Hey guys, Experienced Eater here, and we're out on a Sunday afternoon. We know that's always exciting. So if we're out and about, guess what we're going to do?
We're going to eat.
We're going to go have some dinner, and so we are going to go and have dinner tonight at the Green Bamboo in Elizabethtown, Kentucky. These guys have been here forever. This is a Hardin County staple.
Yeah, those are my favorite.
Chris, are they pan fried those?
I'm about to wonder right now.
Do you like his pan fried better? Or
Yes.
how do you like them the best?
This is a critique. This is a picky thing of mine. But if you know, those should be served with the pan side up, so that you can. I think they look a lot better because they just kind of look blasé. You know, maybe that's supposed to surprise you, but I think that those are fantastic. The sauce they have. I'm a big pan fried dumpling guy. You know.
And you like the pan fried, and I like the fried. I like the deep fried. I like the crispy. But believe me, I'll eat either one.
Now, are they different? Is that the difference between like a wonton? I'm not real familiar with the names, but you know, it seems like there's two different types, like dumplings, and then what's the other one called?
Well, those are dumplings, and then you know you can have fried wonton. There's you know, and then it varies based on whether it's Japanese, Thai. There's some variations, but that would technically be a dumpling.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's keep it going.
You hear the crunch on that. I'm just going to go ahead and jump into this. Try not to burn my face off. It feels a little warm, so let's see.
It's so hot. Not being patient.
That's the worst, isn't it? When you bite into one in there, burn your mouth.
Yeah.
All right, guys, here we go. This is their Mandarin chicken. It's kind of an orange barbecued sauce. We're gonna get some of this is one of the first places I've ever had this before. And then we've got some Mongolian beef over here, served with some fried rice. My mouth's watering. I can't wait to get into this.
Making me hungry over here.
Right?
Yeah, this is so good.
It's got so much flavor. It's kind of I hate to say it tastes dark, but it's kind of a dark, sweet, a little bit of heat. Just fantastic. The Mongolian beef, super crispy, very flavorful, very tender. Everything's just absolutely well done.
And when we go out, we always ask for our Mongolian beef to be spicy. We ask for the spice it up a little bit, which really gives it a little bit of a different take.
It's next level.
If your intention is to get people to want to go out to eat, it's working, because I'm like starving right now. It looks delicious. Like, I think we should wrap this up and just all meet there right now.
Well, they're closed. They close in 7 minutes, but they will be open for dinner service.
Okay, good to know. Good to know.
Well, Mama, we have just finished up at Green Bamboo, and
I'm full.
I'm stuffed.
I'm so
But hey, you know what they say about Chinese food? You eat it, and an hour later, you're hungry again. So, I don't know. I don't eat a lot of rice, so I don't get the filling. But everything we had tonight was excellently prepared, very flavorful. The meat was the chicken was crispy, the beef was crispy, but it was still tender. The flavor. I mean, if you're They did. I did find out they've been here for 47 years. That's not quite 60, like I said in the intro.
Still a lot.
Still a long time. And if you get a chance to get out in Elizabethtown, Kentucky, and experience Green Bamboo, you definitely need to do it. It's a lot of nostalgia, a lot of old school Chinese,
Yes.
and definitely a great place to enjoy a meal.
Great experience.
This is true. Do you guys ever go during the buffet?
They don't have the buffet anymore since COVID.
Oh.
Another a lot of places that had buffets, they have gone by the wayside, and COVID was a great excuse because they brought people in. But we have a friend that has a restaurant, and her being able to get rid of the buffet was one of the happiest days of her life.
You sure was. that kind of dates how long it's been since I've paid attention to them not having the buffet. Apparently, it's been over 5 years.
Wednesday Sunday thing, and I mean,
Yeah.
it was. I love the buffet on Sunday. I like buffets, especially with Asian food, because you can get a variety and try different things. And that when they had that on Sunday, man, it was great after church and bounce up there, and you just had to be done by 2 or 3 o'clock whenever they shut her down.
Now, I do have a question. Somebody like me, I'm a big bourbon connoisseur. So, do they serve any sort of alcohol there, like beer or bourbons or wines?
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
I don't think so. I can't say for sure because neither one of us are real big drinkers, so I don't really pay attention to a lot of that part of the menu.
So we can do a spinoff with me, and it'll be the experienced drinker.
That's a great idea.
Yeah.
We currently have Frenchie Zoomy craziness going on again. They are running and chasing and barking. So sorry if you heard all that.
Oh, it's okay. It's okay for sure. I have like the gain thing turned on, audio gain, so it won't peak and hurt everybody's ears. So should be good.
Something
if
else
you are having, go ahead.
Right. Something I think that's really neat about Green Bamboo too. It is like you said, it's like old school Chinese, and even the way the building looks and the way it's decorated on the inside, it looks like you could film a movie in there. It looks like your typical, like Chinese restaurant, from the 70s or 80s. And I love the vibe in there. And there's a table where we sit, and if you've been in there, you know what I'm talking about. And there's that god awful waterfall velvet painting on the wall. And anytime we go up there, I just take a picture of the picture and I post it and I say, "Where am I?" And I get 100 responses. "You're at Green Bamboo. You're at Green Bamboo." Because everybody knows this like iconic picture that's been on the wall for probably 48 years. But yeah, I like to sit at the same table every time in that picture. It's just, it's amazing. It's a great place.
All right. Well, that's Green Bamboo for us. We'll move on now to Red Castle, which for those of you that aren't aware, even though we're Hardin Local, we still like to show some love to our surrounding counties, know. So this one is in LaRue County. But let me get it pulled up and set the scene.
The great sandwich search continues.
It's really interesting. Is that
you keep talking.
This is a 4th generation business that now the I believe it's the great grandson is now the one running the business, and that's him there cooking at the grill. And I mean, they've got great prices, but I mean, it's one of those things that if John O was here, he would understand this. There's nothing pretentious, there's nothing fancy. It's just the execution of simple ingredients done, simple execution to be excellent, and that's the way they do it. And this, I will tell you that this review did not go as planned, because I had planned on sitting there at the counter and eating. I had a bottle of ski and was ready to go. And I texted my daughter at some point in time in the day, who's a co-op student. I said, "Hey, do you want to meet for lunch?" No response. I'm in Hodgenville. I said, "Okay, I was run by Leahy's. I want to shoot a content." And so I'm sitting there, and as my order is about to come up, she texts and says, "Hey, where are we meeting?" So it ended up being a to-go order. But I'm gonna tell you, this is if they've been featured on a lot of different burger magazines or burger videos, vlogs, and so they've gotten a lot of publicity, and they're considered one of the top 10 or top 5 burgers in the state.
Yeah. All right. Good to know. Good setup. All right, let's get. And before we get on to this one, I usually like to plug the Experienced Eaters, different social links at the end, but I think it's better while you guys are paying attention. If you go to hardinlocal.com, I have a link to his link tree, my link tree, our link tree to your link tree. So it's near the top. It's on the November 18th section of hardinlocal.com, and you can go follow all of Britten and Michele's social media handles.
We have a lot.
Yeah.
Yes. And anyway, let's get started.
The great sandwich search continues, and today we find ourselves at Leahy's Red Castle in Hodgenville, Kentucky. This is a 4th-generation owned business that has been cranking out quality burgers for all of central Kentucky over the last 60 years. These guys know how to do it, and they do it right. Always exciting to get to come here and enjoy a burger. All right, guys, so little change of plans. Sometimes that happens. I had been to Leahy's Red Castle in Hodgenville, Kentucky. I had my order in, and I got a text message, and it was my daughter saying, "Hey, let's meet for lunch." So when the teenager wants to spend time with you, you spend time with them. So this burger is not exactly straight from the grill like I intended to eat it in the car. But there's tacos coming from the other day. But I'm gonna tell you, these are hand patted. This is a double cheeseburger. It's got grilled onions, pickles, and mustard and ketchup on it. And let's just tear this.
It's just kind of a basic burger, huh?
No, this is beyond basic. This is one of the top 5 in the state, top 15 in the country. They've been filmed for documentaries and all kinds of stuff. So I'm ready to get into this burger. Wow.
Okay, says
that is fantastic.
I'm gonna show my age. Sorry,
I'm
gonna show my age real quick. I graduated from Hodgenville in '96, and so we would go hang out around the square, Leahy's since then, because my buddy owned a game store back in the day. But I could attest, there's some great damn burgers.
Oh, that's awesome! I didn't realize they had won so many awards.
Oh yeah.
Brett, did you say that top 15 or what are some of the things that they?
Those lists like that are a little misleading sometimes, but I have seen them listed online in top 10, top 15 different burgers in the country, and they were on a top 15 list that I saw a few months ago when I was doing that. So I have a passion for steaks, and the second thing I have a passion for are burgers, and so and like I said, this place, the way they do things, it just it's a lot of some nostalgia, some heart tugs, but I mean, when somebody takes something very simple and they use the simplicity to highlight their process, and they create a superior product with simple ingredients and a simple process, I mean, that's all you can ask for, because I mean, it's simple and just straightforward and will knock your tongue out.
Mm-hmm. All right, let's finish it.
So this is, their seasons. This is an example of less is more. You taste the onions, the ketchup, the pickle, the salt, and the pepper. And this is not got some crazy aioli on it. It's not got some fancy burger sauce. This is just what I would call a blue collar burger. And
that's what I meant by basic burger. It's just like a
It stands for itself, and it is just a fantastic smash burger. If you get a chance to get over to Hodgenville, they're on the square. It's a great little mom and pop family place, 4th generation there. Leahy's Red Castle, an experience that you've got to eat.
Good stuff.
Well, that was good and interesting. I don't think I've ever actually eaten out there, so I'm gonna have to go try it out.
You got to.
Yeah, you got
Mike, no bourbon there either, Mike. Sorry.
I've had the burgers before, and it's still worth the trip. So
yeah,
that's good to know. I'm gonna have to go out there. I'll probably go out there later this week just because it looks so good. And I haven't eaten all day, so I'm already hungry.
Well, the next burger that I need to get to is I need to get out and get a Laker burger. I haven't done that on film. I've eaten them before.
Yeah.
That's another simple, just simple elegance. And it's another place that I need to get out and make a trip to. The last time we were through there, it was on a Sunday, and I don't remember if they're closed on Sundays or we were there at a time when they already closed. We didn't get a chance to do it. That's one of the things that we do is that we just kind of if you do a lot of content and you do a lot of things on social media, and this is something that a lot of business owners don't understand, that we do our social media and we do our content as we go. So as we do things, last night I was cooking steaks, so I have a steak video that was coming. 2 nights ago I was cooking burgers, so I have a burger video that just
now that's the best burger in Hardin County. I can guarantee that.
We definitely need to come over.
She's biased, but if y'all want to come to the house, you can put it to the test. But we really try to be mindful with our content, and that's something that I would tell any business owner is there are things that you do every day that you can film that people want to see because they want authenticity, they want realness, and they want to see behind the scenes. And so in the boutique business, in the food business, in the coaching business, and all those things, people just want to see something that's real, and they just want to be a part of it, and they want to see kind of behind the scenes and feel like they're in on a secret that maybe not a lot of people know. And content is simple. If you're at your house and Scott could be doing content all day long if that was what he was driven for. Phil, same thing for you. Mike and I have talked that think about, if Mike had a podcast and he just had other actors and it was on there and you talked about, and you had a topic each week, you talked about disappointments or you talked about auditions or, you're able to put that, what you're doing and put it out there, people want to see it. So when we film our content for the Red Brick and then for the Experienced Eater and for, any of the other stuff that I do, it's just us doing things that while we just do it while we go. And that's why you see a lot of on my personal page, you'll see my personal TikTok's got stuff with the dogs, experience when I'm in the kitchen or I'm going somewhere to eat, and we just do it as we go because if you sit there and you try to make a big deal out of, well, I'm going to do this to make content, well, then it's not authentic.
Yeah.
It's lacking authenticity, or it's staged, or it's it's hokey or whatever. People just want to see that real what's going on and what you're about and what you're doing.
I think ultimately they want to feel a part of what you're doing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And that's why we do Hardin Local Live at 1 p.m. I've been asked on a Tuesday. I've been asked multiple times, why don't you put it when more people will watch it? And I'm like, well, we want to go live. That way it's authentic, and that way I don't have to go edit it before I put it out. And then also just because, I don't know, it just seems like an easier, more organic way to create content,
100%.
And I agree with you. There's lots of ways we could actually do even more content if I just had my camera on throughout the day. I mean, I'm always, and all, pretty much everybody could do that. I've been trying to push my kid to think more about being a creator and less like a consumer of media. Mm-hmm. So, this is kind of me showing him in real life, I guess you can call it. But wanted to highlight some comments that we have here before we wrap it up. Jamie Curtis sent us a comment, but it's an icon. It's like an alien wave saying hi. Jamie, thank you for that. We also had Lisa who said woohoo back to you.
I know Lisa. Lisa's a friend of mine. Hey, Lisa.
And Stacy Reynolds. Chowhound was the publication that listed by Geek as the best in KY.
Okay.
Hey, next week we need to do our review on Woohoo Greek because that works. I've got one of those somewhere around here.
Yep.
Yeah, we'll do that next week, and we'll pick another one as well. We'll keep that one a little secret, the second one. But yeah, let's plan on doing that Woohoo's one. All right. We also have Lisa saying, "My Bailey is the same way about storms and fireworks." I'm assuming she's talking about her dog being when we were talking about that earlier. Aaron Cundiff, one of our favorite people who manages the unofficial Elizabethtown info page, which, if you haven't joined that, it's a private group of about 20,000 people. That's a great resource. You should join it. Hey, Aaron, back to you. Which also reminds me of the event that Aaron and Nate and Zeke that we talked about last week. I heard it real well. I heard I don't know. I wasn't able to make it because my kid wasn't feeling good, but I heard 200 to 400 people, something like that.
I would say, I kind of did a rough estimate. I'd say it's about 325 while I was there. And
that's great.
It was, the David Pritchard from D's Butts was a huge help. And I mean, it was humbling to be a part of something where you see we had a Republican that was running for an office that was there to work. We had some people running for city council that was there. We had one of the party chairs was there in the county, and then you had some churches that were represented. But I was so impressed with the willingness to come together and do something to add value and to give something to some people that were struggling or having some hard times. It really showed. As divided as we feel sometimes, and as divisive as so much media and the things that we consume are, it was so humbling to be a part of that and to see that we are so much more. We have so much more in common than we have apart in the compassion and the drive that was there. When Aaron had posted the links for donations and for volunteers, it had to be cut off and turned away, and that's why there's going to be a second event coming up in December, on December 20th in the north end of the county. The location is set. It's going to be at Radcliffe Christian Church, which is where we go. It's over on Logston Parkway, just up from North Hardin. And so we haven't got all the specifics set up yet, but we're going to have another community meal in order to be able to give people the opportunity to participate and benefit.
That's great. Yeah. And it was like, for those of you who don't know that are watching, it was a free community dinner. It started out as a spaghetti dinner that I think was originally Zeke's idea at Little Charlie's, and then it just grew into a whole community of volunteers, and sounds like lots of people showed up for the first time ever, so that's pretty impressive. Lisa said dumplings, one of my faves, which I agree. Anytime I order takeout Chinese, I always get dumplings or pot stickers. There's the word.
Yeah,
that was the word. Jennifer Lee, thank you for that. And we also have Danny O'Brien. It's not a Hardin Local Weekly show without a comment from Danny O'Brien. Waha's the original smash burger. So good. We agree. Now, the smash burger, I've been trying to tell people this because I didn't know this until a few weeks ago, that the smash part, when you say smash burger, it just means the beef has never been frozen before. Mm-hmm. Which I didn't know that. So good enough. Lisa also said, "Hey, sweetie, back to you." I think Michelle. Yeah. All right, we got to do those comments. Like I say, guys, if you're watching us, there's another reason to watch us live is because you can comment and you can tell us about your event, your business news, whatever's going on. We will talk about it at the end of the stream, and so just make sure you keep that in mind. It's a free way. Yeah, it takes some time up to watch us, but you can jump in, leave the comment, and jump out. We'd prefer you to watch, though. All right. I think we're about done here. Michelle, I wanted to give you a quick 60 seconds to share with what's going on at the Red Brook Cottage. I know I've seen some posts.
Yes. Interesting. Our dress business and our clothing business has been doing so well that we have made the decision to kind of wean out the bulk of the home decor, and we are going to expand our dresses. We have people coming from all over to shop, and I feel that it's if you build it, they will come scenario, and that is the way we're going to go for now. And we've been in business almost 40 years. And over those 40 years, we have made several changes to what we do and how we do it. And that's how you stay relevant and stay current. And that's what we're doing this time. We're going to make some more changes, and we're going to pivot. I think pivot is a good term. We're not closing. We're just pivoting. We're making some changes and going to move in a little bit of different direction. And that direction is going to be absolutely fantastic. So definitely encourage people to come see us. We've got all kinds of things on sale right now because we're cleaning out, get ready for those new changes. So come see us, get some great deals, and we'll still take care of you just like we always have.
All right. Exciting to hear that sort of news, especially the pivots, because very many businesses realize how important that is, and you guys do, which is great. And I think others could probably learn from that example being set. Definitely. And if you didn't watch when we had our special guest a couple weeks ago, you should go back and watch that interview. They talk all about this, and specifically, I found it very interesting what they did during COVID. Just starting going live and completely evolved their entire business. It's pretty awesome. All right. Well, wanted to invite all you one more time to visit hardinlocal.com, our link tree, and check out the links from this week's episode. I've put almost everything up there. There is one I want to put up there that's not up there yet, is Nathaniel Bryan's Facebook page. He's recently changed his page to a professional page. So I want to begin to help promote that from our channel. So be on the lookout for that, or just go type in Nathaniel Bryan on Facebook and give him a follow, because he definitely deserves it. The guy, he's a machine when it comes to getting out there and just grabbing content. He does it as a hobby. He loves doing it so much. Hopefully one day Hardin Local, and between him and his own things, we'll be able to get him paid to where he can do what he loves professionally as well. But anyway, we really appreciate what Nathaniel Bryan brings to our team. And also follow the Experienced Eater everywhere. That link tree is up there on hardinlocal.com. Also, if you're feeling generous, maybe go like and subscribe to our YouTube channel and our LinkedIn page. But definitely make sure you click our Facebook page. If you don't follow it already, click that follow button. It really does help. We're starting to be able to do some more monetization things that'll help us at least pay the bills. So we thank you guys for spending time with us today. We thank you, Mike and Ashley, for joining us. Hope you found it entertaining and interesting.
Had a great time. Really appreciate y'all having us.
Yeah.
And we hope that as we collaborate in the future, hopefully we'll be able to, now that we've all, been on stream together, I like to bring people back in, especially next year in 2026. We'll be re-inviting people to come back. And I'm also going to be doing an end of year stream. It'll probably be a standalone stream where we just try to invite all the business owners we've had on to come back and give updates on their businesses. That'll probably be sometime around in between Christmas and New Year's. It may even be like a little award, not really award, but top 10 stories on Hardin Local for the past 30 weeks, something like that. Go ahead, Scott. What are you saying?
That's pretty exciting. It's always good when you can when you give some recognition.
Yeah, definitely. So we thank everybody for joining us, and we hope you have a good week. We'll see you next week, same time, same day.